Alright, well, good morning, everybody. This is day 3. I'll give you a little bit of an update. So, after I got done glassing last night, I decided I'm bombing down. I don't want to waste my next half a day today hiking out. So, I started leaving. I left where I had camped at 7 o'clock. I got to the truck at midnight. So, that was probably top 2 most brutal hikes I've ever done. I literally walked 6 miles out through 18 inches of snow the whole way. Maybe not quite 18 some of the ways, but 10 inches or more the entire trek. And it was brutal. But I slept in the truck last night. I feel a whole lot better this morning than I did last night when I got to the truck. It's still snowing. I think I'm going to try to get out of here and go to a new unit. And maybe the mule deer have already started migrating that way, which is what they do. They migrate from east to west as the winter progresses. So I'm going to go over to this other unit, see if I can check it out, see what it looks like, and then I'm just going to progressively make my way west. I've got 4 units I can hunt. So I'm in the farthest eastern unit right now, and I'm just going to continue going west until I find the mule deer. So I'm going to try to get this bad boy out of here. Put this Jeep to the test and see how it does. So cross our fingers and hope the good Lord lets us get out of here without any trouble, and then when we get to the main road, hopefully the main road is in pretty good shape. So see what happens. I made it to the next spot on my list. I'm going to eat me some breakfast. I'm going to hike this mountain up here behind me, and I'm going to glass today and see what happens. I may pack my camp in. Not 100% sure yet. But I do know I'm going to hike up and glass. I'll probably pack camp in. I'm going to hike up and glass and see what I can see. Still a lot of snow here. Kind of hoping to pick up some muleys down in these bottoms and maybe figure out where everybody else is hunting. So day 3 of Colorado mule deer, so time to get it done. Alright, well, I'm about halfway up. That's the mountain there that Chandler and I glassed off of, and up there's where I'm going, to the top of that. I should be able to see the whole basin on the other side of it. And looks like it's gonna be good. It's not too hard of a hike in, about 2 miles. So far I've been on a horse trail. That's not been too bad, but I think once I get past that saddle, I'm thinking it'll be no trail. I'm hoping it's no trail, because if there is a trail, it means there's people going up to it, so we'll see. Planning on glassing for this evening, and there's probably 30 or 40 elk directly across the basin from me. I heard a shot back there, but I couldn't tell where it was from. But they're running right now, but that's pretty cool. At least I'm seeing some animals. This spot looks phenomenal. Like, it looks like if there's deer in this area, I should be able to pick something up. I might have to hike a long way to get to them, but I should at least be able to pick them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a spot set up to glass, and I'm gonna hike back up to the top here and see if I can put my tent up and maybe stash some snow, try to get it melting in the tent. So that's cool. Look how pretty this place is. Alright, so I decided to move glassing spots, and I'm glad I did. But right now the sun is killing me. It's right in my face. So I really can't see that mountain over there very well right now. I have glassed up a whole herd of elk, and then I glassed up another herd of elk at the very, very top of that mountain. I can't believe they're up that high. They are. But as you can see, it's super bright out here right now. But it looks good. I'm hoping to catch some mule deer moving through these trees over here sometime this evening. So we'll see what happens. If nothing else, I'm getting to see some pretty sights. This spot in the morning. If I don't see anything, I'm packing out. I'm gonna go to the next unit over and try there. Eventually I'm gonna start running into deer. It is cold. I can't even feel my feet right Alright, let me give y'all an update before I hit the hay. I have some hot chocolate, my Spam and ramen, and I'm warming up in the tent. I'm gonna call it a night. The end of day 3. I think my camera's fogging up, but you can at least hear me. It's the end of day 3. Another day without seeing mule deer. Saw probably 40 elk. So I'm gonna get up and glass in the morning. If I don't see anything, I'm heading out. I'm going to another spot. So I'm gonna eat my supper and I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. I'll catch y'all in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 4 and it is freaking cold. I've glassed up a bunch of elk again. I think it's the same herd from yesterday. Not one deer on this whole mountain face here. I don't know how many thousands of acres I'm glassing. No deer at all. So I'm moving spots. I'm gonna go to lowland or lower land. I've glassed 10,000 plus, and now I'm sitting at like 8,700, and I'm glassing up again 10,000 plus and down to probably 7,000. But I think what it is, I think in these mountains there's just not enough food left. I think these deer have already pushed out, and I think what deer hadn't pushed out, I think probably pushed out with the storm we got. So I'm going to pack my camp up and hopefully I can get out of here relatively easy. My boots are frozen, like to the point where I can't really get my feet in them. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I am having a good time, even though I look like I'm miserable. It is cold, but I am having a good time, so that's all that matters. Out here, experience God's creation. It's a beautiful place. So probably sit here for a few more minutes, warm my hands up a little more, and pack on up. Alright, so I know I'm leaving this spot, and I kind of dropped my gun out of the truck yesterday. Not real hard, but just enough where it's kind of worrying me that maybe I bumped something. So I got this big canyon here down below where I camped. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my rifle and make sure it's still sighted in, and hopefully it is, and I don't have to make any adjustments. So we'll see. So from
look where he's pointing, Chris.
Up there, I was on the other side of that.
Yeah, that's where I was talking about going,
but
Chris.
From halfway up the mountain,
yeah,
I hadn't seen an elk track all the way down here.
Everything's on that side, eh?
It's all the way up. I jumped 2 big bulls up this morning on this side of the mountain on the very top.
So we'll sit here, and you know, if it sucks here, we'll walk up over the top.
The only reason, that's why I came over here. I was going to tell you I wouldn't waste my time over here because I've already seen about 10 hunters. Is that buck still out there? He's right here. Well, I was coming down the mountain and happened to see these guys over here on the point. I figured they were elk hunting because I haven't ran into any other mule deer hunters yet. But sure enough, these guys were over here. They're elk hunting. I walked down here and they're like, you know, telling me to be quiet. And I was like, what in the world? And they're like, big mule deer. So I hiked all the way to the top of this mountain, camped for 2 days. Didn't see a mule deer, and I come down here to the bottom and there's a mule deer. But got to chit-chatting with these guys. These guys are super nice guys down here elk hunting from Wisconsin. Where are you from? You're from Illinois. So Illinois and Wisconsin might have me the hookup for some whitetail hunts here in the next couple years.
Any day, anytime.
Yeah, prior military guys too, so it's always cool to meet some other military guys out here doing what we love to do, experience God's creation, and just having a good old time. So we'll leave these guys to it. Y'all have good luck.
Pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, pleasure meeting y'all.
Likewise.
And hopefully we all kill one.
Yeah, there we go.
Good luck.
Thanks, Caleb.
Yeah.
All right, made it back to the truck. About to start charging some batteries and hit the road. Going to a new spot. Planning on being there and being able to glass a little bit this evening. So, got to hit the road. It's 2:20, and that means I got about 4 hours of daylight left. So, let's get going.
You don't know me. I'd want like a year's supply of 90.
Alright, well, I dive bombed up this ridge here behind me from the road. I can glass this whole basin. I've already found 5 hunters, so that's not a good sign, but you never know. I'm going to stay in here and glass. I may shift over, because it seems like most people are on this side. I may shift over a little bit and glass that side over there, but I'll glass right here for now. I've already found 1 mule deer. It's just a doe up here on the top of this ridge, so we'll see. That's already better than it has been the last 3 or 4 days. So time to see if we can find one. Turn this off for a second. Alright, just to update you, I'm at another spot. I think this is where I'm going to go in the morning. I think I'm going to hike up over this ridge and see what I can see. There are a lot of tracks like driving through here, but I don't know. We'll just see. It can't be no worse than what's been already. I did glass up 2 elk and like 5 or 6 mule deer does at one spot. If I have to, I'll go back to that spot, but as of right now, I'm not feeling it. But it's 9:40. I'm gonna go ahead and eat me some supper and sleep again in the truck. So traveling around trying to find the mule deer. That's the name of the game, I guess, until we finally find them. But we'll catch you in the morning. That's the end of day 4. Well, good morning, everybody. Morning of day 5. I slept here in the truck last night. Check this out. That's what happens when all your stuff has snow on it and you're trying to dry it out. You have to throw everything out all over the place. But anyway, I'm gonna eat me some breakfast and I'm gonna hike up over this mountain and get on top and see what I can see. So I'm pumped to see what the day has in store. Day 5. Alright, so let me give you a little update. This is the end of day 5. I literally hunted for all of like an hour today. The rest of the day I've driven around all day long, checking other spots, trying to find somewhere where there wasn't a bunch of people. So far I haven't found it. It's like 9:50 at night, but I'm staying in the truck. I don't have anywhere else to go. The roads are icy and I really don't want to keep driving on the icy roads at night. I'd rather do it during the day, so I'm where I'm at. So plan is I'm gonna get up in the morning and hopefully this spot turns out a little different than all the others have. I went to a big section of land thinking I would at least be able to find a good place to go, and every single place I had marked of interest, there was at least 1 to 5 vehicles parked there, campers, I mean RTVs, ATVs, all kinds of stuff. Like, it was crazy. It's the most people I've ever seen on a piece of public land. I mean, this will probably be the last time I do not over the counter. This will be the last time I do a mule deer tag in a unit that's over the counter, 2nd season or 3rd season elk tags. I mean, because there are people everywhere, but that's part of public land. So that's kind of the update from today. Hopefully tomorrow everything starts turning around. We'll see. I'm seeing does. I've seen little bucks. I've passed up little bucks, does. It's just not what I want, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, gotta find them big boys. We'll catch y'all in the morning.